The controversial Parents' Bill of Rights has passed to the North Carolina Senate, and now it's on its way to the House.
Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are reacting to the vote. Julian is here with why the legislation is so divisive. Julian?
That's right. The bill blocks teaching topics related to gender identity, sexuality, and sexual activity in grades K through 4. However, there would be an exception for student-initiated questions. Under the legislation, teachers would also be required to notify parents if a child asked to use a different pronoun than their gender assigned at birth or a name other than their legal name. Those in favor of the bill say their goal is to provide more transparency in the public school system.
It emphasizes those things that people have for a long time taken for granted as to the rights of parents.
So here we go again. Here they go again, engaging in culture wars with the targets on the backs of children.
Now, it's similar to a bill the Senate passed last year, but that version never made it to Governor Roy Cooper's desk. What's different this year is Republicans have more votes should they need to override the governor's veto. Now, critics of the Parents' Bill of Rights say it creates an unsafe environment for LGBTQ students. Queen City News reporter Savannah Rudisell is live near West Mecklenburg High School in Savannah. What are teachers saying about all this?
Yeah, Julian, we've heard educators talk to legislators in Raleigh for weeks leading up to this vote, and most of whom that we've heard speak are not in favor of this bill. Some of them say that they're worried about what kind of education materials that they rely on would be called into question by parents. As school administrators may be asked to conduct protected student information surveys, asking students about their political affiliation or even their sexual orientation at the time. Now, one social studies teacher says that it really casts the profession in a bad light.
The language of the bill really suggests that that parents are suspicious of teachers, that teachers can't be trusted, and this is not a time to make this profession any less attractive than it already is.
Now, other states have similar Parents' Bill of Rights in the works, and they've received some similar criticism. Another topic that we've heard from teachers, one of their talking points, is that they have always encouraged parents to be involved with their students' education, but they say this wording of these bills is far too broad. Now, there are more bills right now in the works in the North Carolina House and Senate, which would change the way that public education looks in the state. We're going to break down how and what bill is targeting people at the top coming up here in our next half hour. Reporting live in West Charlotte, Savannah Rudisell, Queen City News.